There it is. I got to do a little exploring. I've been trying to get ready for 2 days now. 3 days maybe. And my mom's been sick, so I kind of had a hard time leaving. So I was sitting there this morning, thinking, where can I go? So I remembered a guy telling me about this up here, and I ran a bear right up through here one time. So I got on Google Earth and I found this place. I said, man, that's not supposed to be here. This is the forest, and I thought, well, maybe it's a little piece of private inholding in here. So then I went over to OnX Maps, because on OnX Maps, you can see the land status. Is that what they call it? Who owns it? Whether it's Forest Service, BLM, state lease, or if it's private. I used to own a little piece of private inholding surrounded by forest up here. So I thought, well, maybe it's private. So I looked on OnX Maps. No, this is in the forest. And from Google Earth, you could see that there's like a yard, and you could see the roof outline. I thought, man, alive. I wonder what that is. So I loaded up at the house, loaded up both mules. Come on, P. Onward and upward. Let's get out of here. Oh. Oh, fat Lori. Don't twist. Onward and upward. Here we go. Clyde's keeping up. Matter of fact, I think he's wanting to pass. Hold back, Clyde. That's where we're going, right up through there. with it. Right there, look at that. Where to from here? No one can get through here somewheres. Gotta be able to. Jeez, look at that. I know we gotta be close. We can't be too far away. I think right down through there and over there and up on that other side. Oh, she got to pee. We sprung a leak. Can't be too far now. This is where the fire got to it. Well, in places. And there's downfall timber. The trail's gone. But I know, I seen it on Google Earth. It's up here. I know it is. I just didn't measure the distance. Mules are doing a little bit better now. They got a little tired. They were pretty high-headed. This is good for them, though. It's good for me to ride some of this rough country and kind of get used to them. Bonnie gets in a little hurry and doesn't pay attention where she's putting, where she's putting her feet sometimes bothers me a little bit. She's breathing hard now, though. We'll be all right. I'm going to go right up through there. This looks nice. There it is. I got to do a little exploring. Find a place to tie these mules up where they won't hurt anything. Let's have a look around. Pretty cool place. And let me tell you, it's not the easiest to get to. Typical of most of these things up here, these little canyons, there'll be a 2-track road that goes up a certain amount of way, and then there'll be a trail that goes pretty well beat out for a ways, and then the trail disappears. But you can find it here and there as you go. It's not totally gone. Look at that. Honey, I'm home. I don't think got pots any good anymore. Rats moved in. Welding glove. They had a generator up here. Look at that. They got AC power right there. Little stove pipe. Used to have a stove in here. Mirror so you can make sure you look okay. I know, we got to go up here and see if we can find some water. Did a pretty good job, really. Lori, you better get out of there. Watch out for rattlesnakes, guys. Spray foam insulation. That was it, but then they got regular, what do you call it, chinking? But this is all spray foamed. Oh, an attic. Nothing but rats. There's a mine up here, something somewhere, I bet you. Maybe. Trail don't go anywhere. Gotta be water here somewhere. Sure, it's pretty right in here. Oh, there's water. Look at that. Hey guys, look at that. There's water. Right there, look at there. Come here, guys. P? Come on, P. Now up above here, there's supposed to be some 30-foot waterfalls. Maybe not this time of year. Water all up and down through here. Let's see what's right up here. Oh, look at that. It's where they kept their livestock, right there. There's got to be a mine around here somewhere. You'd think there'd be a big trail to it. Oh, my hat. It's like air conditioning. Woo! Let me hang a couple cameras. And then let's make us something to eat. It's hot. I don't know the history of it. I wish I could figure it out. I thought there might be a mine around here somewhere, and I'll still wander around here. But I brought me a dehydrated meal, and what is it? What is my dehydrated meal? Wild Zora Paleo Meals to Go. What kind is it? I don't even know what kind it is. Oh, grass-fed beef with organic carrots, kale, broccoli, and mushrooms. Yeah, we'll give it a try. So yeah, it's nice up here, peaceful. Tell you what. Mules are tied up over there. I put a camera up right here. I brought 2 cameras. I might put another one down further down the canyon. I don't know. I might just save it and put it somewhere else. But anyway, we can come back up here. You know, in maybe, let's see. This is the end of July. Maybe we'll come up here at the end of August. Leave it up here for a month and see what comes. This is a pretty good little trail. They break off through here, and there's water right there, and there's water right there. Looks like everything that comes through here has to go right through that little trail. So we'll see. As long as the bears don't get my camera. I've had them do that a lot. They tear the cameras down. Anyway, that's one of my favorite things is anyway. Listen how peaceful it is. The wind blowing in the trees. You get in the shade up here, and it's quite a bit cooler. Still hot. Might even have to find me a place and take a little nap. Oh. Whew. What do you think, bunny girl? Huh? No rattlesnakes under this log? Okay, go on. Fat Lori. What are you doing, Fat Lori? No, bunny. I already petted you. Iris and Fat Lori. Go on, go on. Go on, go on. Leave it alone, bunny. Well, it's rehydrated. See what it tastes like. It's not bad. No, go on. Could use a little chili peppers. No, go on. Definitely could use some spices. And I got spices in my panniers over there in my cook kit. But I didn't feel like getting them out, so this was good enough. Oh, I forgot to say a prayer. Amen. Ah. Now let's have a smoke. Go on, Lori. When I used to live up here, like I don't know how many miles it was, but it was that way. I never came this way hardly unless the dogs were coming this way. Usually I always went that way because that way was the wilderness. And this way is where you would come and you'd come down the road and there might be people camped and different things, you know, and then up these little canyons you could go, but it typically got so rough that you couldn't go very far. I think Bonnie and Clyde are going to be a good team. We're going to be able to see a lot of country. They need to be rode every day, or Bonnie needs to be rode every day to where she's just, you know, just going instead of looking and thinking and whipping that head back and forth. I wonder who built that cabin. And I wonder what the purpose of it was for. And I wonder what year, how old was it? Somebody, I mean, maybe somebody built it a long time ago and then they came in here later on and fixed it up. I'd heard a story one time that there was an old hippie that lived up here somewhere. He didn't have permission. Of course, you're only supposed to stay in one camp, I think, for 14 days is all. Might be shorter than that in the forest, but I know on BLM it's 14 days. Who wants to stay in one place for that long, though? I like to keep on moving. You know, sometimes I want to go and I want to get out and I don't have time to do a big long trip. And it's not a habit. What would you say? It's a quirk I got, or it's a bad thing that I have. And my wife tells me, and I need to keep it in mind, it's not all or nothing. Some of these little rides like this are, man, this is as good as it gets, really. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to set up a camp and stay the night and then get up tomorrow and just keep going the same direction. Do that for about 4 or 5 days in a row. Might be able to do it one of these days, like next week. So yeah, it's not all or nothing. That's a good smoke right there. We made it back to the truck. Thanks guys for joining me. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Comment, all that stuff they say you're supposed to do. I try to answer all the comments I can. It's pretty time consuming. I don't get to all of them, I'm sorry. But anyway, it's a good day. I was gone all day, out of service. I didn't know what had happened. So I'll leave you guys with this.